Alert, alert, alert. I found the best AI business to start in 2026 and beyond. Get this. For years, the internet has been talking about the same things. Quit your job, start a side hustle, make money online. But in 2026, most of these promises feel tired, especially if you're someone that has just been laid off, you are afraid of being laid off, or you just want some extra income that's legitimate and consistent. Crypto sometimes feels a bit volatile. Stocks, you don't really know how to trade. And everyone's doing coaching, but have you heard of the new era of AI freelance writing? Now, I've been a freelance writer for 9 years, and let me tell you, things have shifted dramatically. Now, I used to believe that AI was going to replace writers and all of these silly things, but actually it has multiplied and maximized what I've been able to do for my clients and scored me some pretty heavy tech contracts over the past 6 months. And I was thinking, over here on this channel, we talk about all things traveling Africa, leaving the West behind, living your best life abroad, getting out of debt, all of those sorts of things. And I was like, man, I can't just keep this stuff to myself. I feel like at least if I could help 1 to 4 people understand what I'm talking about and leverage these tools to get their own contracts worth $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, maybe get them while they're in Portugal or Mexico or even like Ghana, then I have done my job, okay? And listen, AI freelance writing and copywriting is not just another side hustle. This is about location freedom and consistent income. Now, you want to build a portfolio-based business around AI-powered marketing. So we're going to break down what's actually working and what it looks like right now for you, how to start, and certain tech companies that are actually hiring writers while they're laying off the product managers, the sales engineers, and all of those folks, because they're actually saving the bag for people that are about to become highly skilled like you. Now, why copywriting plus AI is the best business for right now. AI did not kill writing. It actually killed average writing. It killed average freelancers out there, people who do the bare minimum, typical lazy creatives that aren't really lovers of creativity and writing. Those people have been pushed to the side. But for those of us like you and I that are serious about our craft and what we do and are willing to put up a portfolio site, host hundreds of blogs, write social media copy, get writing out there before we book the clients, well, it made our life much easier. They pay for revenue, okay? When clients come and find your business, it could be a healthcare firm, a technology firm, a tax relief company, a finance company. They want to find writers who can help them make revenue. And here's the thing in business. If you can either save people time or make them more money, then you are never going to be out of business, okay? And the people who can combine timeless copywriting skills with AI-powered systems are the ones that are getting hired. Now, a generic blog, especially as a beginner, may pay like $50. I remember 9 years ago, that was typical, right? But an AI-assisted email marketing funnel or sales playbook that generates $50K in sales, well, ma'am, sir, that's a $2,000 contract, okay? And for clients in EdTech, healthcare, SaaS, which is software as a service, or for marketing agencies, they are looking for freelancers who can think strategically while using AI to execute faster. So what do I mean? The old way of doing writing was like, hey, I have a sales page project. I can get that done for you in like 6 weeks. But now with AI and the ability to do deep research and do your same 20-question framework that I teach in Black Educators Amplified, which is what we're going to be discussing in my bespoke program, Write Your Way to Revenue, the 11th edition in the era of AI. Get your ticket at the link in the description because it is going to be a phenomenal intensive that spans 4 weeks. I wanted to take the time to go through 4 weeks because one 90-minute session is not going to be enough for all the goods that I have to show you, and you get to walk away with your brand new portfolio website using some of my secret AI tools. It's phenomenal. And you actually get to see those AI tools in motion if you check out the link below, because I launched a new AI website, and let me tell you, this type of contract, if you can build out a website like this, you are going to be making $2,000 per month at least in your freelance business. Now, let's talk about what this looks like. At its core, this is about helping businesses. Freelance writing is about generating revenue for businesses. So number one, we want to always clarify the message, okay? So you can use frameworks like my 20 question framework to go ahead and use a journalistic style to get the gold, what I like to call pulling the gold nuggets out of a business's offer. A lot of times you'll find businesses that are struggling in the era of AI, or they have too much chat GPT generic copy and they did not know how to infuse the emotional input into the copy. They don't know how to write great stories, and that's why they want to hire you, the natural storyteller. Then we're going to publish their magnetic copy. So think websites, emails, and social media posts. This could even be social media ads that they go ahead and use to attract their ideal clients. Then you're going to use AI as leverage. You can use AI to draft, do deep research, perform data analysis, and create personalization at scale. This has never been a better time to be a freelancer, but the hard truth is that most freelancers just aren't willing to be diligent enough to learn these tools. They think like, I'm just gonna hop on chat GPT. Like, let me give you an example. I was doing this website because I'm A/B testing landing pages. That's a little bit of advanced marketing. But I was doing this website, and the first piece of copy that AI wrote, it said, transform your website. And I'm like, goodbye, that's so boring. Get that out of here. Like, who wants to hear transform your website? So instead, what I wrote, the AI era exposed a gap in your story, okay? And I'm gonna teach you how to write beautiful copy like that makes you irreplaceable to clients. Like, they can't say no to you when you know how to write like this. How do I know? Because I've been living it for the past 9 years. You will have clients seeking you out with this skill set, okay? And instead of spending 6 hours writing a blog post, AI can draft it in 20 minutes and you spend 1 hour editing, polishing, and adding conversion strategy with search engine optimization. Then instead of manually writing 30 LinkedIn posts, you train your strategic AI GPT to repurpose one webinar into an entire month of content. Instead of cold pitching 100 prospects, you ditch cold pitching altogether and create a 2-year go-to-market strategy, just like the corporations do, but I want to help you apply it to your small freelance business. And so you're like, how do I get started, girl? Like, where do I get started? I'm ready. If you want to build this business, here's the roadmap that I teach inside of Write Your Way to Revenue, the Age of AI edition. Again, it's a 4-week intensive. We are meeting every Thursday. And let me warn you, I'll be the first to warn you. This isn't one of those things where you're like, oh, I just went on for 45 minutes and just watched her talk and I'm not going to do anything. No. When you walk away, you're going to have a strong .ai portfolio. The corporations are going to say, oh, how did she get that together? I need to work with him. I need to work with her. Whether you're in healthcare, education technology, finance, or even e-commerce and beauty, like I used to be over 9 years ago, or over 8 years ago, I should say, then this is the intensive for you. Whatever your niche is, everybody needs to learn how to integrate AI in a humane way, because we don't want it to just write all the copy. That's silly. That's how people end up with a business that basically goes out of business with the quickness. Because listen, trust is the currency of entrepreneurship. If your clients can't trust you, or if your clients are articulating themselves to an audience and the audience doesn't trust the words that are on their website, then they're going out of business, period, okay? Copywriting and writing and communications comes before everything else in business, because you can't sell to anyone unless you have communications. Now, step 1, first intensive spot, we are going to go through the 20 question framework that we do in Black Educators Amplified, my 3K 12-week experience, but we're going to do it in this first session. So who do you serve? What results do they value most? What proof can you show? These types of questions become the foundation for all of our work together. Step 2, you're gonna build your magnetic portfolio using my AI database. I have compiled this for the past 3 years since 2022, okay? And I'm handing it over to you on a silver platter. And yes, some firms charge $5K to $10K to set this up. And I absolutely could do that, but I was really sitting here like, man, I see so many people like, how do I make money online? What should I do to move abroad? I don't know what to do. They're firing people, they're laying people off, and it's like, geez, there's really a gap in the market that I need to meet ASAP while you guys have the ability to get on this hamster wheel. Because here's the thing about the age of AI, this stuff moves quick. Like if you don't learn this today, you'll get left behind tomorrow. I can guarantee you that. And so I want to help you build your magnetic portfolio. We're not just going to upload samples. We're going to show the entire emotional transformation that you are able to take clients through using your own creative expertise. Then you can use AI to repurpose past work into an updated portfolio. So nothing that you have in the past goes unhandled. We want to bring everything to the forefront because you need to confidently show up and articulate all of your expertise and experience. And I know that can be something that's really difficult to organize and do, but I'm here for you. I got your back. Now, step 3. You are going to pitch with attraction marketing, which is basically putting pitching aside. I realized something about maybe 4 or 5 years into my freelance journey. So many freelance writers would say, pitch, 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 pitch. Just send 50 emails, send 500 emails. And I was like, I don't have time for that. Why would I do that? Instead, I was like, you know what? I'm the one with the writing skill here. I'm the one that has sat and read 12 different copywriting books. I'm the one that has generated millions of dollars for hair care, skin care, and scientific companies at that time. And so I think I should use some more attraction style marketing where you talk about and articulate your services using the 3 stages of buyer awareness. And instead of having to pitch people, you have people chasing you down and you get to choose who you would like to work with, okay? And then step 4, you need to train your GPT, train your AI. Create a style guide prompts library so AI sounds like you and works as your assistant, not your competitor, okay? Because AI don't know what the heck it's talking about. You read some of that copy, or at least as a chief editor, I read that copy and I'm like, no, we need to change this right now. We need to add some emotions. We need to add some storytelling. And that's where you come in and learn how to provide that for companies, because this is what they're missing. They're hiring these AI consultants, but the consultants still don't know how to do storytelling. And so now the business is left with even more issues. But if you were to just come in and up-level your skill set, you can help them take it to the next level, okay? And so I know you're thinking, what tech gigs are available right now? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are 5 core categories of contracts that are paying freelance writers today. Like right now, actually, I have a network, a company that I partner with. The only issue is I really have to make sure that I'm giving them quality referrals. So I was like, let me create this program, because if I don't give them quality referrals, that looks bad on me, right? Like I would need to train you to actually be able to write quality education technology copy for these firms, because they're not playing. They're like top of the notch, top level companies that want top notch writers, not people that are just going to slap some copy together and say buy now. We're not doing buy now. We need to be more creative, okay? So EdTech is hiring. Writing for online academies, SaaS learning platforms like one of my previous clients, Clever Education Technology, and virtual skill schools is paying. Many pay $1,000 to $3,000 per month for newsletters, sales pages, and blog strategy. Then healthcare marketing. I love healthcare marketing. Now my area of healthcare marketing is actually mental health care marketing. And you know, it's just fantastic because I was in healthcare as a teenager and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And so it was so beautiful to get back into healthcare, into mental health, by writing copy for mental health practitioners and therapists' offices. And you can do the same thing, okay? Wellness tech and telehealth companies are hiring for empathetic, HIPAA compliant copy. If you are in healthcare, this is for you, sis. This is for you, bro. Hop on this ASAP. And then number 3, software as a service and tech startups. So think product launches, onboarding emails, website optimization, retention campaigns. AI helps keep that copy sharp and data backed without you wasting too much time. Now, the real leverage of AI, I'm going to say it again, is its ability to do deep research, because as writers, about 65 to 70% of what we do is research. But with the age of AI, it cuts that research time down. So it's like most of the time I'm just writing and being creative instead of having to spend hours researching stuff, okay? And then lastly, course creators and consultants. So think packaging offers, email sequences, and community engagement. often flexible, and great for building case studies. These are all portfolio-driven industries, meaning you do not need a college degree. And if you do have a college degree, you better also have a portfolio, because they're not asking for your college degree. They're gonna ask, can I see some samples of your writing? Who have you written for? What can you do? Show me your creativity. And the only way to do that is to make a portfolio, okay? And if you're making a portfolio that just seems outdated, or seems like you don't really care about writing in the industry, you don't even publish blogs, they're just gonna look past and be like, well, on to the next writer, okay? Now, the bottom line, the best AI business is not a gamble. It's not another shiny object. It's learning how to turn words into wealth by combining strategy, portfolio marketing, and AI-powered execution-focused research. That's exactly what we're going to be doing on September 25th for the 4-week intensive 11th edition of Write Your Way to Revenue. So, if you want to sign your first 2K education technology client in the next 6 months, or build a portfolio that chases and attracts clients, then listen. You need to secure your seat down below, because in 18 months' time, you'll either still be hustling for scraps or signing clients from your laptop in a cafe abroad. The choice is yours, though. I'll see you at the link in the description. Remember, there's only 4 slots available, so once they're gone, and if that link doesn't work down below, that means all 4 spots are gone. So if I were you, I would check it out like right now. Shalom, shalom. I'll see you in the next video.